Hi guys, I am doing your love readings for Valentine's Day and February in general. And I'm starting with Aries. I am using the ARIES Tarot, which is my go-to tarot. And we will also see some oracle cards like Love Oracle because Valentine's Day. And there will be also love readings for the full year of 2020, starting from February, starting from this Valentine's Day and the whole year long, and they're going to be on Vimeo. So, first card, Ten of Swords. I like the Ten of Swords because I see in the distance how the storm is clearing out. So I can already tell you the worst is already gone. So whatever has been troubling you, or if you've had specific issues or behaviors or patterns that you've been seeing yourself repeating, this time's going to be different. This time you're ready to let those things go. Six of Wands. For the ones that they are already in a relationship, it could be that you're going to the next level. Maybe it could be that you are also doing some business together. Successful in any case. Whatever you're doing together, it's going to be good, it's going to be successful. There's a victory connotation in the Six of Wands, which I really like. And it can be that it might be together with a, excuse me, the Ten of Swords, saying that you faced your fears and you're coming out victorious. But it could also mean that from now on you're allowing yourselves to actually live the life you want to live, especially in love, to experience and enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. And that you actually are good with yourself first, so that you can allow somebody else to love you and, you know, experience that as well. Ace of Pentacles. Whatever connection you're making right now, you're having right now, for the singles, if you're meeting somebody around this time that you really feel for, it looks that it can be something that has a long, steady life. So it's not going to be a fling. I will relate it to the Ten of Swords and say that it is kind of, you know, good for you to also go there where it's not comfortable anymore, because sometimes we're afraid to go into situations because we're afraid to face our fears. So maybe facing your fears is a good idea this time, because I think it's definitely going to pay out. Ace of Swords. Kind of builds up on what I already said. Wow. It's good to take action. If it is something that is holding you back, I'd never say, you know, force yourselves into doing something, but if it is something that is holding you back and you kind of can find some sort of excitement to use as a little bit of a spring to spring over and do what you need to do or what you want to do, give it a little try. Maybe some playfulness could help. I see your past hurts. One way maybe to make sure that things that they've hurt you before or past disappointments are not happening again, or are not haunting you, are not sticking around a little bit too long, is to actually like check a little bit what you want and say, this is where my line is, this is where my boundaries are. I'm willing to do this, I'm not willing to do that. In order to get love, I'm not willing to do everything. I'm not supposed to give everything, not the things that I don't have, not the things I'm not comfortable with. So maybe checking that for yourself is also a good idea, because a lot of times we people tend to automatize, which is fantastic, because that means that we don't have to learn everything again every day. But sometimes the things that we wanted a few years back or a few weeks back are not the same things that we want now. So maybe it's good to check what you want, because you could surprise yourself by realizing that what you wanted before has changed now, and you actually withdraw some of that energy. That's what I see in the in the Five of Swords, in order to give your heart what it needs to get, instead of bleeding energy out. I see you very happy there, very satisfied in yourself. I think your love reading has very much to do with how you love yourself first. Anything else we need to know for Aries? I don't know if you're contemplating things or if you are already where you want to be in love, but maybe you want to feel a little bit more free and a little bit like more excited to go to the next step, but I don't see many people around here. And by saying that, the King of Pentacles is out, and that could be an earth sign. That could also mean that you are actually personify this archetype, meaning that you feel now that you have enough to give, that you feel now that you're ready to enjoy life. Things are happening very fast for you. Maybe it could be also that this King of Pentacles is coming in. It could be an earth sign, it doesn't have to be. It could be a man, it could be a woman, depends also on your sexual preferences, so that's completely up to you. To me, male and female in the tarot is archetypical, but it is definitely somebody who expresses themselves, you know, and they have to give. They come offering, they're like, yeah, there's enough for everybody, sure, absolutely, let me show you a good time, kind of energy. And maybe it's also an unexpected acquaintance. You really like this person, I think, and there's good potential in it. It's kind of a little bit as if you've been thinking about this person, and this person seems to be, or a person like that, kind of like when you were thinking about love, you were thinking, what kind of person would I like to have next in my life? And you kind of pinned the details, the characteristics of this person down, and now this person heard the calling and is coming to you. Could be somebody that you already know. I don't really see that, and it could be also somebody completely new. If it is somebody that you're already together with, it could be that they reach their next level in their personal transformation, and with that I mean in their personal journey in life, because we live and learn, we develop and evolve. Yes, you're definitely leaving something behind that you're not, you know, like some thoughts, some feelings, some things that you're not very happy with some restrictions. That could also be those Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Could also mean that you're finally taking the step to communicate what you really want in love. First admit it to yourself, and then actually start speaking up and telling other people as well, especially the ones that are your potential lovers and people that you can have relationships with, in whichever form like you choose. That is completely up to you. To me, the Eight of Swords also says that if you do feel that there's a little bit of something holding you back, maybe thinking about it or trying like to be logical about it, or trying to do the right thing, to put it this way, maybe it's not the right way for you to go. Maybe for you right now is just to feel and go with your intuition, even if that is a situation, even if this is a situation that you should actually be very logical and very, you know, like clear about. Play a little bit, like take 5 minutes to just say, if there were no logic in the world, if there would be only feelings, like what would I do here? The Five of Wands, for me, it could be a little bit of a competition thing, but it could also be that there is an interruption in the status quo. So you are, there's a Five of Wands, a fifth wand coming in to the Four of Wands here. And I think what it tells you is basically, you know what, if you're longing for something else, then it is happening. And if you are happy where you are, there's a next level to enjoy. I like the energy of wands, especially for love readings, because they're very passionate. And it definitely leads you to the Two of Cups. So this is in your cards. Like true love is in your cards. Whatever that means to you. Anything else we need to know? You've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for quite a while for this. And I have only one suggestion for you. When it comes, jump in. Don't force yourselves, but take it for yourself. Be selfish. Enjoy this. Enjoy this. Go for it. Go take all the fruit here. You're doing this bush a favor. Doesn't want to. It's a bit like to let fruit just fall down and rot just because you don't want to take too much and be like too selfish. Take it. Your time is happening now. And it could be that this indicates that somebody is coming back from the past. Whomever it is, you want them. You actually get to talk to them. You actually get to be like the Queen of Swords in communication. You get to be out there and say, hey, listen, this is who I am, this is what I want. I'll go to the Oracle cards. I'm using the Oracle of Wisdom by Colette Baron Reed. I live in Berlin, sometimes I pronounce things differently. I really, really like this oracle. It's very beautiful and I really like how you can, you know, do it also upside down. Building blocks. You've been working on a situation here, on your love situation. This happiness that is due, that is already announced. It's already announced. This happiness of the Two of Cups, you've been building on it. Either through sorting out who you are and coming closer to your wish and coming closer to the world and manifesting, or by actually working in a relationship or actually working with the people around you. And you are bound to succeed, which we already saw very, very early in the reading with the Six of Wands. If you want to have a family, this is a good indication. It has a very good basis. It has a passionate basis as well, which is really good because that means that you're going to have a family with a person that you're going to have a love relationship with that will always be able to renew itself. This is a little bit a promise of success. Let's see what the angels of romance have to say for you. Unfortunately, I got this deck a little bit too late, meaning, in life, meaning that I got the German version of it. I couldn't find it in English anymore, so since I live in Berlin, I ordered this German version of it. But don't you worry, most of you maybe already know the cards and for the rest I'm going to translate. Gespräche von Herz zu Herz, meaning you're having talks like really like from the heart. Both of you, or the people that they are in a situation, because some people are not like in a monogamous situation or just with one person. Talk honestly with each other and about your feelings. You know, when I saw here the Queen of Swords, you're speaking up. You're getting your start. You're like, hello, this is who I am. This is what I want. And this is what I have to give. This is what I want to give. This is how I want love to be. And it is perfect for you to do so. It's really good for you to do so. I see this also as a love that has a lot of life. The same thing that I saw here, a long life. The same thing that I saw here, like with the Ace of Pentacles. The gate is open, a prosperous, long, rich, nicely paced, not hasty road, path. The thing that I was telling you about, that you've been working on this, you have a card of manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows, it gives. I would say that this suggestion actually is for you with the Five of Swords that we saw there, like sorting out what you want to do and yeah, like have your boundaries the way you want them. and leaving the past behind. For me, forgiveness is always about making space for some things so that you don't have to carry them. You're making space in the world for you and your opinions and your feelings and your thoughts, and you're making space for all these things that they don't agree with you. So everybody has space and you can make peace with them so you don't carry them anymore. And if you later on find understanding as well for them, then fantastic. If not, at least you don't have to carry them anymore, which means you also don't have to fight them away when you don't feel comfortable with them. All right, well, this is your reading for this Valentine's Day 2020 and for the whole February. And if you want to know what your love life looks like for the rest of the year, then subscribe, like, comment, and I'm gonna have like the link to the Vimeo readings for 2020 love year soon up. So just subscribe and you're going to be notified, like hit the bell, you're going to be notified, and this way you will know when the full reading is on. So I wish you a fantastic Valentine's Day, dear Aries. Till then, ta-da!